Welcome to another part of free running. This time we're going to the docks. You might notice that the quality of the video is a bit different, by the way, because when I was recording this, the Elgato crashed, and then the thing didn't save on the Elgato, and it was not enough to actually salvage the footage. But yeah, things are going to get a bit different for a while, unfortunately, because of that. It will eventually go back to normal footage, because I had to stop in the middle of this level, so it will go back to normal. It's just, my Elgato, man, the fucking thing just doesn't like it sometimes when I do anything with it. And, yeah, shit like that can happen. At least I can salvage the footage here so you can see what happens, and it's not corrupted or fucked up or whatever. So, here we are in the docks, and unfortunately, it is one of those really big levels where a lot of the shit you have to do for the free running area is just kinda... By the way, you can notice the jump cut right there. Sometimes when you jump and then you restart, the camera and your direction and such like changes, and it's weird why it does that, but it does. But yeah, this one was a little bit awkward to deal with because of where you need to get these tokens and how you get them. If you go this way, then you try to go back. You can't go back from using this pole. For some reason, the game will not let you grab the pole if you go backwards. So you have to go from that side only for the pole in order to get across from there. But yeah, I will say right now that docks is too big for its own good. And it's very obvious when it comes down to the very factor of most of the missions having to be around the starting area. And then it's like one mission on like the right side of all these containers I mean. And the other side has like one or two missions. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff around here that is just very spread out. And the problem with that is just the very fact you have to like get to them. Because it's so big, it's just... It's too big for its own good. The other levels beforehand weren't too bad, but it was very obvious here that there was too much to work with. So you can tell that a lot of it is just compacted into like one area usually, and also the camera got weird then. And yeah, then afterwards just like anything else is just kind of screwed. And also, yeah, I got lucky with the jump there. I didn't really want to jump left, but the game decided to go there, so I took it. I got lucky with this jump right here, and victory. Right, this is the right side of the area. And as you can see, the game wants me to go to the left side, because that's where the objective is. If you decide to go this way, there should be one around there, but ultimately... Even though the game is going to make us be on the right side for the most part, when it comes to the main missions, yeah, the mini-game stuff here, the mini-challenges here, are mainly in the middle, which is where you'll mostly start these challenges, and, yeah, like, there's some, like, one or two on the left there. There's also one, I believe, on the very top, which there is a top area. There is this crane, sort of spot where the two cranes kind of intersecting, right over a giant, like, a boat here, and, yeah, like, you just kind of run across that, make a big jump over across the gap, and that's about the gist of how that one works. And even though there is a lot of area to cover, I'm going to start jump cutting and showing you shit. Oh, by the way, that water there, the water's there. It, you know, if you fall in the water, you just restart to a spot, so no penalties, that's still a thing. But yeah, there's a boat now, and you can land on that, but then you just get reset. You can't stand on the boat. There's nothing on the boat for you to get, so don't bother about the boat. And yeah, here's that problem with the TikTok thing. Looks like I got to the very top there, but no, I didn't. I had to keep pressing the jump button there, even though I was at the very top of the thing, in order to then get to this top, the fucking spot. So... a lot of awkwardness, the whole tic-tac thing, but we gotta deal with it. And yeah, that's ultimately, like, the gist of this entire area. Again, there's a lot to look into. We're gonna see a lot of it when it comes to the main mission stuff and all. But I gotta start jump cutting now, because we're hitting the 5-minute mark. So, here is some stuff that we miss. Like, for instance, here's one of the side missions. In fact, it's the last side mission. Yeah, it's not much, honestly. I thought there'd be one on the right side, but I forgot there isn't any on the right side, even though the game's gonna make us go on the right side the most. Looks like it's barely touched, really. But yeah, like, the last mini mission here is just out here on the left. It's so big, they could have put a mini mission, like a mini challenge, over on the right side, but they never fucking did. Which honestly goes to show this entire like level is too big to the point we don't know what the fuck to do with it. And yeah, that's gonna be a thing with a few of these levels, that it's just too big for its own good, and things aren't just, you know, are just gonna be kind of empty in places. Also, we're restarting now because there is an item here over where I was, and that item is a video clip. Go over to this rooftop over here, go to the very top there to get the video clip right there. There's also a speed up thing on the other side. By the way, this entire other side here never gets touched. I mean, there's an icon there, but otherwise, no point being here. Now it's time for the actual missions. So, the first mission we're doing here, because there's a lot to do here too, is target hits. And, yeah, 2 minutes, 30 seconds to do this one. Let's go do it, shall we? First of all, there is a music disc item over here. When it gets to number 10, look behind you. It's right there. Jump over and then just drop down and grab it. I could not beat this in time with that, so I had to restart. And here's the actual successful run here. And yeah, just... this one is really awkward to start off with because you have to do a bunch of tic-tacs on the start, and then you have to do a really weird way of getting up to this crane here. My way of doing it was to use the poles, land over to where that icon is, and then hopefully get lucky enough to grab onto that and not just jump over across and, you know, fuck up there. Get up to the ladder, and then jump across to the right side and start vaulting all the way over to the other side, back up to where the crane area is. And then go across from there, jump across, grab the one up there, and then you need to go back and start pole vaulting all the way to the very top of the crane in order to get the last of the tokens. This can be a while because it's such a big amount of spots, but once you get up to here, just keep, you know, doing your thing, turn around and keep going up the vaults, like so. After like 3 or 4 volts, turn around again, right up here. Do a few more up to this spot here, and start like, you know, going down the ropes here, going down the freaking, you know, metallic ropes, I believe. I forgot what they were called, honestly. Wire, I mean. Go down the wires, and yeah, just all the way down until you get to the bottom where the crane area is, where the jump is. Turn around, go to the last 2, but jumping for them, and that's it. Really awkward mission, to be honest, but not a huge problem to deal with. And there you go. Did it with a minute left, really. Even if I fucked up, I could have saved it, but if I fell off the crane, I had to restart. It would have taken too long to get back up here otherwise. Next up is Chase and Race. Chase and Race can be interesting. It's just another race thing. It's 2,000 points, but the race part is awkward as hell. So, to start things off, grab that to get your filled up boost meter going. Get up to here, and then, you know, try to jump across here without getting screwed, because the game can still screw you by maneuvering you to the left rail when you don't want that. Get over to there, grab onto that fucking checkpoint there. If you're lucky, you can get it in the jump. If not, just get up and run to it or walk to it. Jump across with the cat leap. Then jump across all the way through until you get to this part where you do the wall ride and such. Do a nice little wall ride, break ball, and then do the tic-tac shit. Keep doing it until eventually you get to the very top. If you fuck up on the X-Men, that's fine, but you want the cat leap as well. You want that, you get the points. The cat leap again, get some more points. And that should be enough for you to actually get what you need to beat the score problem. If not, you can luckily get some more from here. Just make your big-ass jump across, like so. Grab it, then do one trick. A jump trick is best. The double healer there. And that should do it. That should be your points from there. Now, climb up here. Jump across from there, and get ready for some really awkward jumps here. After this jump, you need to then do a wall run all the way across. If you're not lucky, you'll just fall down. But you have to use some really awkward time tic-tacs here. You need to time it at the very edge of that canister in order to actually container, in order to make it. Then do a nice little slingshot 90 over there. Jump across these fences. Try to screw it up. And then go down here and end your run. It's a little full circle, and it's an awkward as hell full circle. This took me like 20 minutes to do, honestly. It's just not a fun challenge. Alright, so that's it for that one. Next up will be the ground zero again, because I have to lock some more stuff for doing that. 1 minute 30 seconds. This one's actually not that hard to do. It's pretty easy, honestly. I got my first try, as you can tell. And yeah, it's all tokens from here. You start off from that whole little double truck thing there, all the way up to these canisters, containers. I keep saying canisters for no good fucking reason. Then you jump across the wires, and yeah, just make sure you get it correctly, or else you can screw yourself, honestly. Grab to that, grab up to these spots here, and then do some more weird tic-tac jumping, like so, all the way across. Let's get that token there, like so. And then we'll run up to that spot there. And then the rest of these shouldn't be too much of a problem. They still can, but grab these ones anyway. You know, don't get fucked by the game getting weird with the whole, you know, where you can jump when you have to grab thing. And then jump across over to there and go down that way. You can just drop down and bail if you want. It's kind of faster in a way. Take some health out of it. We'll run across, take care of the rest, and that's it. This is not a hard, don't touch the floor challenge to deal with. It's just navigating the spot can be tricky. But luckily it wasn't too much of a problem. There you go, gold medal. We've got a forward flip now. We can do a front flip now, by the way, because we did that. Bit weird how we can't do a fucking flip until now, but whatever. Now it's time for the time attack. And the time attack here is 2 minutes 30 seconds for the gold. You start off here, so obviously do the same thing you did for that side mission. You know, climb up here, same thing as before, do the Pharaoh run, walk thing, whatever. It's a really weird move, the Pharaoh walk thing, you know? Pharaoh climb. There's so many fucking tricks to remember, it's not gonna happen, guys. I'm not gonna remember every freaking trick, I'm afraid. But yeah, now you just wall run over there, do a nice little horizontal tic-tac jump over to it, and then, you know, just get up here, and then make a jump off the roof to those containers over there. I said it correctly last time. Get over to there, do some more of those, you know, nice little drops there, the break falls, will keep the speed going. Do a 90 here, you know, the whole slingshot. And then jump down there, try to screw yourself in that jump. And then do the tic-tac jump again. Again, it's really awkward to time it correctly. But once you got it correct, we'll get to that point. And then, do the same thing we did beforehand with the race. Hasn't changed yet. The break fall does screw me a little bit though. You know, when you have a little bit of like a spot there, don't do a break fall. The rings are weird. I should, you know, be able to just, you know, go across for that. But if I go for that, it's not going to count. So I have to jump over the thing instead. It's weird. The way the rings work are fucking weird. But yeah, once got that, go over there. Go to the top there. You know how to get to there. There's a CD there. Grab that as well. Jump across. Trying to get screwed up with the tic-tac shit. And then, once you get to that one, just jump across to your left and get to the end. And there you go. It's not a problem to figure out where to go. It's a problem to navigate. And there's a lot of spots where the game can navigate you to the incorrect spot and fuck you over. And it won't even be by your control. It'll just be the game screwing you over. And that fucking sucks. And it happened to me a number of times. Now it's time for the landmark hit, which... This is where, about 2 minutes by the way, this is where I had to stop the recording eventually, And now we're back to normal stuff, you can see. But yeah, then the Elgato crashed, and I had to deal with trying to hope to God the recording was still salvageable, and it was. So luckily you got to see all of that. But now it's time for me to get away up here, and my way of doing it, not a great way, but it's the way I did it. Tic-tac infinitely like this. That ladder there doesn't do anything, you can't grab onto it. So just keep tic-tacking all the way up until eventually your guy does grab for something, like he does here, see? Then just jump across and, you know, grab the thing, and there you go. That's how I did it. That is my way of doing it. That's probably a better and fast way of doing it, but to me, that's how I did it. And yes, it took me a lot of attempts to pull it off, and yes, it did get quite dizzying even doing that shit. Then I was confused on where the spot is, and then I remembered, and I noticed, in fact, oh god, I have to do this shit to get to it. So do the same thing you did before when you went for all those tokens on that one mission. You know, pole vault all the way up. Try not to miss the pole. It's a little awkward to find it. And yeah, once you get up to the top, then you'll be able to get to the spot. So, you know, it hasn't changed really on what you're supposed to do here. Just do the same thing you did beforehand. And yeah, that's it. It's incredibly awkward, to be fair. Once you get up there, there it is. Try not to fall off. I nearly did. And there you go. And with that, we can now move on to, I believe, another mission next. You have unlocked one, I believe. It should be, yeah, free race. So, free race is going to be interesting. 2,000 points throughout all these checkpoints. We start off at the truck area, I believe. And, yeah. You have to climb up to it, jump across, do the same thing beforehand of that shit. Except, we're not going to ride the poles down. A fast way of dealing with this shit, by doing some tricks there for points, a fast way of doing this is to instead go left and then just jump off and do a full break fall from there. That's faster than riding the wire. And then get across from there, do your wall run across. And then, in the middle of doing the horizontal tic-tacs, do normal tic-tacs and get yourself upwards, like so. It'll give you some points as well if you're faster to get upwards. And, yeah. Then you should obviously get the points you need in order to win. At that point, it's just navigate your way to the exit. Which, by the way, yeah, that teleported me, but was not a bad teleport, honestly. It still helped me out a little bit. But now we have to go all the way back. It's literally a fucking back and forth race. So you should know how to deal with the back and forth stuff here now, you know? Do your wall run, jump across, full break full I mean, do a bunch of tic-tacs all the way upwards, try to get yourself screwed over, which I nearly did. And yeah, there's the exit right there. You can't just drop down and then fall. The game won't let you do that. You instead have to go down safely, take some damage with you, honestly, and then just use all your sprint to get across all the way to that exit, and that's it. That is how you handle this, that is how you win this, that is how you get a gold. And now all that's left is to hurt ourselves with the crash tests. So, you know, it's a big area, so you're thinking there's a lot of spots to get a lot of damage. And the game, I think, knows this because it now wants to get 100,000 points. Which isn't that big, honestly, considering, you know, some of the points that come later on. But there are a good amount of good spots to go for, luckily, when it comes to getting yourself hurt. And that's all I can really say about this one, that it's honestly not that hard to get yourself hurt. Though there are spots that can just waste your time. Like right there, I had to jump to get a good spot there. In order to stay on the container, by the way. With Rash. And yeah, use the TNT there to, you know, get yourself a bit more points. You're gonna hit no matter what, unfortunately. Then you're gonna get yourself bananaed. Again, it's a bit of a waste of time here, but you have a lot of time, like 4 minutes to work with. So, a lot of time for this area, honestly. There's a, you know, a fucking jester right there. Grab that. Try to get lucky on this, you can. I did not, but I still got the points I needed to win. So, I was fine there. And, yeah. Look at that. Nearly enough to get a gold. That alone is going to get you your win. Now you need to get all the way back up in order to get to the spot you need to be in. Which, yeah, it was a bit of a struggle to actually get back up here. Because the tic-tac wasn't quite working in my favor at times. But I did manage to get back up in no time, really. And, yeah. Once you're up the crane, then you just, you know, take a bit of damage left, and that's it. By that point, if you haven't screwed up, you should be able to, like, beat this in a minute even for the gold. It's a really easy crash test to actually manage because there's so many spots for you to work with that give you a lot of points. And yeah, as you can see, there's an explosive there. I took it, and I got my points from there. See? At this point, it's just me, you know, finding some more spots to see if there's anything else I can work with, and, you know, there's a few more spots to work with. For instance, there's that triple there. Just run across and grab the triple explosive there, and that will be enough for you to get a nice bit of score, like so. If you fall off the crane, that can help out too, see? And, yeah, you teleport back here, you jump across, and there you go. See, there's a good amount of spots to work with. I'm gonna fall down from here, and boom. Look at that. Nearly double the gold right now. Like, it's stupid forgiving. And yeah, I go over here, I climb up this spot instead. Like, I don't need to actually keep going. The only reason I'm keeping on going is just so I can wait out the time. And, you know, just see if I can get how many points I can really get in one run. As you can see, I got up the roof, luckily. I was surprised by that, but unfortunately, not enough to actually stay on the roof. But then I got teleported up here, so I mean, that's good. And, yeah, for the most part, I got the points I needed. Like, I got double of what I need for the gold. I'm basically done with this challenge. Like, there's no point in me continuing with this. I kept going anyway because, hey, there's some dynamite here. I might as well blow it up. Some dynamite over there. Might as well blow that up. And yeah, it's just... it's a very easy challenge to do. You should not struggle hard on figuring out where to go from there. And, yeah, you should honestly get possibly even double the fucking points the gold requires for you in order to complete this. And there you go. And with that, that's gonna do it for the docks. There's a bunch more challenges left, but we have to come back here later for Target Hit and Challenge Easy, because obviously we gotta challenge Easy eventually, but it requires us to, you know, complete something first. And there's the freighter that's next up. I think that's where we will start eventually fighting against Easy. And yes, his name is Easy. That's his fucking name. And he's our second competitor. Yeah, bit of a shitty name, honestly, if you're gonna have Easy be like the second guy we have to verse against. Now, here's the hangout stuff. Here are the clothes, which, I mean, we got some new clothes here, but obviously, the winner is gonna be anything that's Adidas. Anything else is shit. So as you can see, yeah, Trauma t-shirt and all of that, you know, who cares? I mean, it would have been nice, it would have been cool to use the college top here and such, but it's very obvious that the winner here is Adidas hoodie. You're gonna use Adidas hoodie, why would you use anything else except Adidas hoodie? And yeah, here's some more clothing. Let's see if I can find one where the exclamation mark shows blue Adidas track pants. Yeah, the fucking track pants, man. And yeah, there's an aqua there, you know, there's some more stuff, but it's the Adidas that wins the day. It's anything that's Adidas is what you want. And yeah, as you just saw, the track pants bring my health to a high spot. But, yeah, as you can see, the shorts give me my fucking even score, so I'm staying with the shorts. And yeah, as you can tell, there's the camo shoes. Who gives a shit? We want the Adidas trainers. So yeah, again, all Adidas, most stats. It's very obvious what's going on here. There's an Uber Kong. I'm never gonna pull off the Uber Kong. There's the leapfrog hop, or the forward. There's the forward flip actually. I am gonna do the forward flip because it's an easy one to do. It's all R1. 360 wall spin, incredibly awkward to pull off. I'm not doing it. And here's some music for you because we get a few CDs along the way. Let's see what we got. I forgot which numbers these were. It should be, yeah, these ones. 18, Working Christ with Cry Chana. And number 19 with Martin Iverson, Midnight Flight. And there you go. And now it's time for the video, because you get a video in this part. It was on that rooftop. I'm going to back out, autosave, come back in. I'm going to check out the video, which is video track 3, I believe. Eventually, I'm going to start missing video tracks, and it's going to get a bit weird. But right now, we're going in order. Here is number 3 of all the video tracks so far. And there you go. Pretty easy, honestly. So, that is going to do it for this part. Next time, we are going to the freighter level. Because, you know, you already saw, you know, the docks, and, you know, all the containers and such. Why not deal with more containers on the boat? So, yeah. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time when we race against an abandoned container ship. See you then.